Hi everyone, thank you so much for your positive feedback so far on the videos around birth to 5 matters and developing matters. I just wanted to record a follow-up video, a shorter video, about something that someone emailed me basically. It's called Opal, so if you've not heard about it, I'll go into detail in this video as much as I can do, but there are some really good training sessions available from the organisation which puts it together, so I do recommend you check it out on there. This video is really good if you're looking for an alternative assessment system for your children from September 2021, and if you're willing to embrace having fewer summative assessment judgments and spending more time with the children, really. So for the first weekend that we were allowed to go out and get our hair cut, I was waiting for an hour and 45 in a car park for my partner to rock up. And so I got my phone out and I saw a tweet. Someone had recommended something called Opal, and it was a ABC blog, Alistair Bryce Clegg's blog about Opal assessments. So I thought, hey, brilliant, because I'm doing a lot of work at the moment around birth to 5 matters, development matters, and trying to support the sector in moving away from these ridiculous checklists that we've had for years. So I checked out his blog, which is really good, which I do recommend, and then I went straight to, it's called Beye, B-E-Y-E, Beye, it's the Barnet Early Years Alliance. Their website, they had the information, I emailed, and I got sent through the document, which is brilliant. So what the Opal assessment stands for is observation of play and learning, and it's really beautiful. This, a precious stone whose colour changes depending on your viewpoint. Well, that's beautiful, actually. That really describes children very, very well, doesn't it? So I watched the training video from Beye, so you can actually check this out, and you can also sign up for future videos. So I'll put information in this post, but if you're not familiar with it, I do suggest that you type in BEYA in your browser and you search for them, and search for Opal assessments. It's a very simple assessment tool, and it's also a suite of other documents that will help and support you in developing basically developing curriculum for a child. It is very similar to Planning in the Moment, and it has a very stripped down summative assessment approach. Now, I don't want to give too much away in this video because it's not my assessment system. I will not do it justice. You need to contact the experts from Beye to find out a little bit more. But I will put some things on the screen now and just talk you through some of the things that make me think, ooh. So obviously, first of all, the significant milestones, they've been significantly slimmed down from what we had before, which was sort of a checklist of birth, 0 to 11, 8 to 20, and so on and so on and so on. We've now got typical development points at 6 months, and then again at 12 months, and then 18 months. And what I really like about the early months for the Opal assessment is that it focuses on the prime areas, because we know that prime areas for younger children are the most significant. They're significant for everybody, but especially for the youngest of our children. As it goes on, we do get to a point at 36 months where we get literacy and we get maths involved. And Janine, who was messaging me, made a really good point about the fact that other than the EYFSP and the 2-year-old check, we don't have any particular summative assessments in early years that we have to do. So actually having something like this is quite useful, because it's a link between, it's a more of an unpacking, I suppose, of what the typical type of assessment we might do at 2-year-olds. So very simple statements, very simple information within it, but it's a significant milestone as opposed to a checklist. You don't have to say a child has to do this, tick. This is about having a discussion around the child with your team, looking at these significant points, and then planning as you move forward what you're going to do to support them. They also have what they're calling Spotlight, which is a little bit like I suppose if you follow the Anna F. Gray model of Planning in the Moment, it's a little bit like the focus week and the end of focus weeks, when you really focus down on a child, you have a meeting with parents, you gather lots of information from everywhere, and you sort of compile what you know about a child. Or for most people, it's a little bit like of an end of year report, I suppose. It's a lovely format. I don't really have strong opinions on sort of the formats of the different documents that are available. What I really like about this is obviously the significant milestones, but the fact that they've got this up and running, the fact that it works for them really, really well, and they've been able to get quite nitty gritty with it, change things, adapt things. It's not just something they've just created, it's something they've already been doing, is wonderful. They also have an electronic version coming soon, so if you do watch the training video, they'll explain all of that to you. I'm not necessarily suggesting that this is going to be the best solution for us, but I do love the fact that it is it's not simple. I don't want to use the word simple. It's streamlined, it's cutting away all of the stuff, all of the guff that none of us really need to have anymore. It's really getting down to the most important information, which is what do we know about the child and what can we do with that information to support the child, rather than tick, 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 they can do all that, great, we're secure for this month, move on, forget it even exists until, you know, you do your assessment again. Because I just don't find that very useful. I don't know about you guys. Comment below, let me know what you think. If you do want to find out more information, the email address that you've got to email is here in the description. If you're looking at this on Facebook or YouTube, it's in the description on the YouTube video, so it should come through on Facebook. If you're looking at this in Instagram TV, just click the title at the top and the description will come down and there'll be some clickable links in there. Alternatively, just Google it, Google Bayer Opal assessments, or drop me a message and I can send you the email address. I do recommend you get the information, check it out, don't make a snap decision. Please do not go on the Facebook groups of all these different people who have found ways to put the birth to 5 and the development matters together to create a huge assessment for every child in reception or nursery in a school or in an earlier setting, because damn, no.